The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this.
Oh, Mr. Taliaferro TV. Some good things are happening, ladies and gentlemen. Or some, I won't even say good, some very important things are happening in the NBA. By the way, NBA season is upon thee. And y'all know Taliaferro gonna have a crazy breakdown of every game that takes place Tuesday through the end of the week. I'm covering every game. Y'all gotta subscribe to the Ferro Reacts channel that's about to pick up. I promise you that, because I'm gonna be on the NBA highlights for every game that takes place. I got the NBA TV package now, so I'm able to get you guys highlights and everything else on my Ferro Reacts YouTube. F-E-R-O Reacts. We'll get to that though. You can go ahead and subscribe to that channel for like highlights of old things. I'm going in on that channel. Just trust me on that. Anyways, let's get back to this story. J.R. Smith told Cleveland.com that he's frustrated. Why is he frustrated, ladies and gentlemen? He's what Taliaferro has been talking about all offseason. J.R. Smith lost his starting spot, for those who don't know, to Dwyane Wade, who's back with LeBron James. This time they're in Cleveland together. Dwyane Wade was just signed about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and he came right on in and took J.R. Smith's spot in that starting lineup. J.R. Smith had been the starter the last couple years, 2.5 years, and it looks like it's time for a change. Now, we've seen a lot of good with J.R. Smith. We've seen some bad in the finals. Okay, so let's talk about the good. J.R. Smith, throughout the regular season, on any given night, he can give you 4 or 5 3-pointers. LeBron James is a pass-first guy. When he can find J.R. Smith in motion, and any given night, J.R. can take a big burden off of the Cavs from a scoring standpoint. He can give you 5, 6 threes. LeBron likes 3-point shooters because he's a guy that doesn't shoot the ball at a great percentage from the 3-point line, right? LeBron likes that. Spaces the court for LeBron so he can get to the rim. Let's talk about the bad with J.R. Smith. A couple bad things that stand out to me. Last year, I know J.R. Smith had a lot going on with his kid. For those who don't know, J.R. Smith's kid was born premature. Him and his wife were just getting through that, and God bless that baby. I really want to send some prayers out for that baby, and I hope she's able to grow and be a normal kid. You know, you don't want to see anything bad happen to any kid. So J.R. Smith was dealing with a lot of that, and he was injured. But I believe in my heart of hearts he was ready to go from his injury. He just kind of used the injury to stay with his family, his wife, and the kid. You know what I mean? So he kind of used both of those things. Again, I'm not trying to judge J.R. Smith. What would I do in that situation? What would you do when we're talking about your kid? That's your first kid together, and what you want to be with your wife, and you want to make sure your kid's okay. That kid was in the hospital for a long time before he could even come home, right? I think it was 2 pounds when he was born or something like that, way undersized, right? So I don't know what I would have did in that situation, but all I know is I'm covering sports here, and J.R. Smith was not able to go to work for pretty much half of the season last year. Well, when you lose a J.R. Smith, you got to kind of suffice for that offense. Cleveland didn't really get it done. They struggled most of the regular season. Remember, they got kind of hot late, but they struggled most of the regular season last year. The East is so trash, they were still able to get a number 2 seed by default. So J.R. Smith wasn't that available in the regular season last year. And for the 3rd straight NBA Finals, and now they've played, what, 5, 7, 12, 18 games in 3 NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors. I think J.R. Smith has maybe had, to me, 2 good games out of those 18 games. Unacceptable. That's 16 games in the NBA Finals where J.R. Smith was just taking up space on the court. Steph was getting off in a few of those games, and J.R. had no answer. And it hurts even more because Clay was able to guard Kyrie Irving, and Steph was able to take a break on defense guarding J.R. Smith, who was just staying in the corner, not driving and not putting any pressure on Steph. So maybe J.R. had 2, and I'm probably being lenient saying he had 2 good games. I remember 1 good game, and that was the one in this year's NBA Finals when the Cavs blew out the Warriors in Game 3. They went on to lose that series in 5. So I'm just saying, J.R. Smith ain't been stepping up when it mattered most in the NBA Finals. So now that D Wade's back, what do we know about Dwyane Wade? He's a champion. He's a 3-time NBA champion, and he won one without Bron in 06 against the Mavs. A big one without Bron. He knows how to win. And Dwyane Wade can kind of manage his minutes with a team like Cleveland, as talented as they are, take nights off and kind of be ready for postseason. It's championship or nothing with this team. We know that. So Dwyane Wade comes back in town, and LeBron's like, nah, I know what I'm getting from Dwyane Wade every night. I don't know what J.R. Smith. And another one of LeBron's new friends. So J.R. Smith and Tristan Thompson are relatively new to LeBron's life. Tristan Thompson, Jay Crowder took his spot in the starting lineup. Remember, J.R. Smith and Tristan Thompson are both managed by LeBron James's close friend, Rich Paul. Think about what has happened here. This is interesting, guys, as LeBron James becomes a free agent next summer. Just quickly, LeBron has seen better talent come into Cleveland, and he's automatically said, look, I like you guys. Y'all my dogs. Tristan, JR, y'all my dogs. But I got to roll with Ty Lue. We got to put the better talent on the court. I trust D Wade, even though I believe J.R. Smith's a better player. I think J.R. Smith should be starting for D Wade. Now, I do think with the Jay Crowder and Tristan Thompson situation, Jay Crowder is clearly better than Tristan Thompson to me. All right, Tristan Thompson is a very durable guy, can get you 10, 12 rebounds. But Jay Crowder in the NBA where the fours are shooting threes and you got to guard a Kevin Durant or a Melo any given night at the four, Jay Crowder's going to help out LeBron. So again, it's not that similar there. You know, Jay Crowder to me is way better than Tristan Thompson. I don't know why the heck they gave Tristan Thompson $15 or $18 million any dang way. That was all about LeBron. So now we're looking up, and guys who look at themselves as really close to LeBron, they've been down and fighting with LeBron the last few years. As soon as it was time to upgrade their roster, LeBron looked at y'all and said, shh, hey, I like y'all, I love y'all, but this is about business. And right now, Dwyane Wade and to me, Dwyane Wade and Jay Crowder, they give me a better chance to win. They immediately go to the bench. As a matter of fact, reported on NBA.com and CBSSports.com, J.R. Smith said he absolutely was frustrated that he lost his place in the Cavaliers starting lineup to D Wade. Though neither he nor Tristan Thompson aimed to make trouble, now that they are both coming off the bench, J.R. said, we talked about it, Smith told Cleveland.com. It wasn't the most positive conversation, but we talked about it and we'll get through it together. All right? Smith said he kind of knew it was coming with Wade. And then LeBron kind of went against everything J.R. Smith said, and he said he had talked to Smith way before Lue made the decision, which was perhaps an indicator for Smith that a change was coming. And then Smith was kind of like, I was pretty much bracing myself for it. But, you know, kind of paraphrasing for J.R. Smith, who wants to come off the bench when they're a starter and you went to war with a team into the finals 3 straight years? So J.R. Smith telling you right then and there, it wasn't the most positive conversation. We had it. I didn't want to come off the bench. And in J.R.'s mind, he's like, yo, I'm better than D-Wade right now. I'll defend harder than D-Wade will right now. I don't want to go off the bench. I wasn't in a good spot when I was coming off the bench for New York. I was partying. I was, you know, I think he won 6th man one of the years, but he's like, I wasn't focused like I am coming in as a starter playing with LeBron. Because now think about it like this. When Bron leaves the game, a lot of times J.R. Smith will be coming into the game, coming onto the court. So that means J.R. Smith might be really good at playing with Bron and getting looks from Bron. Now you're going to be trying to get looks from D Rose. When Isaiah Thomas comes back, D Rose will be on the bench, or whoever's making plays on that bench. So JR's not happy about it. Tristan, he don't need to be complaining about nothing. He's lucky to be in that position. Without LeBron, who knows where Tristan Thompson is at in the league right now. That's a fact. He's a glue guy, a rebound guy. No, nothing more, nothing less. LeBron put him in a great position. Financially, everything. So, matter of fact, I could make a case without LeBron, Tristan doesn't get a Kardashian. All right? So, that brother owes everything to King James. I'm just saying, to me, this is symbolic of what's going to happen next summer. Y'all seen LeBron leave D Wade, and that was his dog. That's his closest friend in the NBA. They drink wine together. Y'all seen LeBron leave D Wade in Miami. Y'all just seen LeBron kick J.R. Smith and Tristan Thompson to the side, a guy that he shares an agent with, and his agent is his close friend. What y'all think LeBron gonna do next summer? Win or lose the championship in Cleveland? If they win, LeBron already doesn't owe Cleveland anything now. He already brought 1 championship to Cleveland. Now you're talking about him bringing a 2nd championship to Cleveland. They win, he might be gone. If they lose, LeBron's like, dang, I don't have anything to prove in Cleveland again. I already brought a championship to Cleveland. Have nothing else to prove to Cleveland. I can't bring top 10 free agents to Cleveland. My friends are free agents. I'm leaving. So either way, and D Wade's a free agent with him, so they can both bounce from Cleveland. D Wade's on a 1-year deal. It's gonna be tough to keep LeBron James in Cleveland. And again, when it comes to business, we've seen in the past, he will set them friends aside for business. Mr. Taliaferro TV, NBA season is upon me. Make sure you check out my Ferro Reacts channel for more exclusive quality content from the NBA this season. It's going to be a dope season, and I'm very excited for it. I'm out. What's going on is yours truly, Mr. Taliaferro. And if you enjoyed this latest video, whether it's sports, hip-hop, or other culture-related activities, please subscribe to my channel right now. And if you want more from Taliaferro, you can always subscribe to the React channel for more of your latest reactions and music and sports highlights.